So for our problem, we have this. I went ahead and wrote it on a piece of paper so that I could have room to show it on the side. We are using our order of operations to solve this, which is also known as PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And the first step with our order of operations is P, which stands for parentheses or any other grouping symbol. So in our parentheses, we have 5/6 minus 0.5 or 5/10. And we know that these are in two different formats, and we have to have them in the same format to be able to subtract them. So we have a fraction and we have a decimal. We either need to turn a decimal into a fraction or a fraction into a decimal. Since the rest of our numbers in our problem are fractions, we're going to go ahead and turn our decimal into a fraction. So we have 0.5. We're going to take the number that we see in our decimal, which is 5, and put it over our last place value, which is 10. So this is 5/10, and this can simplify, so we're going to go ahead and simplify it. We know that 5 can be divided by 5, and 10 can also be divided by 5. So we have 5 divided by 5, which is 1, and 10 divided by 5, which is 2. So we have 2 naughts divided by parentheses 5/6 minus 1/2 now, squared times 3/8. So now we can take our 5/6 and minus 1/2 from it. So we have 5/6 minus 1/2, and we know that we have to have the same denominator when we're subtracting fractions. So we can make our 6 by multiplying it by 3, and what we do to the bottom we also have to do to the top, so we get 3/6. So now we have 5/6 minus 3/6, which is equal to 5 minus 3 is 2, and we keep our same number on our denominator, which is 6. So now we're going to rewrite the problem again. Next, in our order of operations, we have E, which is exponents, and we do have an exponent in this problem, and it is 2. So we know that when we're doing exponents, we multiply the number by itself however many times the exponent is. In this case, we have 2, so we multiply 2/6 by itself 2 times. And we go ahead and multiply straight across when multiplying fractions. So we have 2 times 2 is 4, and 6 times 6 is 36. So we have 2 naughts divided by 4/36 times 3/8. So next in our problem, we have multiplication and division. For multiplication and division, you're going to do it from left to right. You're not going to do multiplication first and then division. It's just going to be from left to right. So our first operation we have is division. So we're going to go ahead and divide 2 naughts by 4/36. So we know that with dividing fractions, we can use keep, change, flip. So we keep our first fraction, change the sign to multiplication, and flip the fractions. 36 over 4. So now we can go ahead and multiply. But before we multiply, I'm going to go ahead and simplify these, because we can simplify our numerators and our denominators. So we know that 2 goes into itself 1 time, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. 9 goes into itself 1 time, and 9 goes into 36 4 times. So we have 4 times 1, which is 4, and 2 times 1, which is 2. We know that 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So we have 2 times 3/8. So now we can go ahead and multiply these fractions together, because that's our next step. That's the last thing that we have. So we have 2 times 3/8, and every whole number is actually over 1 because 2 divided by 1 is equal to 2. So we can put that over 1 and go ahead and multiply straight across. So we have 2 times 3, which is 6, and 1 times 8, which is 8. And this can simplify because we can simplify them both by dividing them by 2. What we do to the top, we have to do to the bottom. We can do 6 divided by 2, which is 3, and 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 4. So our answer to this problem is 3/4. We don't have to do addition and subtraction because there's no addition and subtraction in this problem besides the parentheses, but we already did that at the beginning. So that was our answer, is 3/4.